Hello, beautiful people. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Lugg, and I'm the president, founder, spiritual coach, success life coach of One Love and Light Center, located here in California. And we are a spiritual center that help people find and maintain their blissful Zen. So in other words, I love to tell people, think of us as your elevator operators to elevated consciousness. Yes. And we do this in a myriad of ways. We do this through the practice of yoga, guided meditations. We do this through the use of Reiki healing sessions. Yes, I am a Reiki master. And the reason why we are here today, we use the use of tarot and oracle card readings. Now, I always preface, I keep my tarot readings for my private clientele, but right now for the sign of Pisces, my Piscean brothers and sisters, I'm here to give you a moon oracle reading for you. Yes, why? Especially why? Because come through, Pisces, it's a new moon. It's a new moon for you this Wednesday on the 3rd. Come on now, you can't get no better. No, the 2nd, you can't get no better than that. Yes, come through. And I'm excited. I hope you're excited. This is your new moon, so I hope you're setting your intentions and everything. Come on, well, we'll get more into that. Now, I always like to begin in a space of gratitude by saying thank you and shout out to all the subscribers, old and new, that's joining in. We appreciate your love and your support. Please keep sharing, liking, subscribing, hit that notification button and that subscribe button if you haven't already, so you can stay abreast of everything that's going on, because we are doing a whole lot. Now, hubby and I have already started posting our relationship coaching sessions or whatever. And it doesn't matter what the dynamic of the relationship is, whether it's family, business, platonic, romantic, it does not matter. These are techniques to help you become a better, more clear, more compassionate communicator in all things. We just want people to grow and thrive and live their best lives. Come on now. Yes, I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it did. And when you are ready for your own personal in-depth reading, by all means, just know that the best way to reach out would be what? Numerical One Love and Lightcenter.com. That is our website, Numerical One Love and Light Center. And then follow, like, share, and subscribe to the many channels and platforms that we have of YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. This girl is on TikTok. Go on TikTok. It's the same address, One Love and Light Center. The only one that is different is our Twitter account, which is One Love and Light C. See, beautiful people. All right. Yeah. So see you there. And beautiful Piscean brothers and sisters, without further ado, this message is for you and your new moon. Now, you know, usually I do 3 decks, but because it's your new moon, and I only do this on new moons and full moons, you have an extra deck with the moonology cards. All right, so come through with that. I'm so excited for you and this new moon. I'm choked up, and it's a beautiful thing. You have an interesting read on this go around. And as always, I like to do a different cards. And these cards leading out are called the Star Code Astro Oracle cards. I love them. They're vibrant. And now you're going to see why I love them so much. So up first, and I'm going to go through all the cards. I've been doing something different. I'm going to go through all the cards so you can see, and then we'll go into the messages. So up first, we have Taurus, cultivate. We have 8th house, mystery. We have 50, self-sabotage. We have 31, automatic negative thoughts. We have 16, approval. And underneath the deck, you have 17, generosity. And then you have 31, look to the stars. And then underneath the deck, you have deep breathing, 19. And I'm gonna hold back on those last of the moonology cards, okay, to the final end. So beautiful people, my Piscean brothers and sisters, here we go. Right now, Taurus energy, it's so amazing. Now, I just got through doing the Aquarius reading. And so as typical, that what usually happens, there are cuspers in here. Somebody who's on the, people who are on the borderline of a little bit of Aquarius with a little bit of the Piscean energy, okay? And so this came out in Aquarius. So cultivate. Number 2, Taurus, cultivate. Very grounded earth energy. Very also known as stubborn fixed energy. They're the number 1 stubborn ones out of all the fixed energy. And trust me, understand when I say I understand, because I'm married to a Taurus. One of my best friends is a Taurus, so I get it, but it's all good. So cultivate. But one thing about Taurus is, and I love it about their energy, once they got their mind made up about something, honey, best believe they're going full force for it. And ain't nothing stopping them. Stop playing. All right. So right now the energy is called cultivate. And underneath that is also the 8th house, mystery 46. Now check this out. So 8th house, mystery, is actually ruled by, ruled by Scorpio energy, okay? And Scorpio is ruled by the planet Pluto. So it's all about transformation. Subjects that death and rebirth, subjects that are labeled as taboo, that we really don't want to talk about at dinner parties, but guess what? You need to. We need to discuss it. We need to talk about it. So it could be anything from money, bank loans, debt, sex, again, rebirth and deaths. It's again, it's the house of mystery and transformations. All right. So understand this. Right about now, because this is your new moon, please keep in mind, knowing that you are the sensitive souls that you are, being the intuitive water sign that you are, in partnership with this Scorpio water sign and this earth energy over here. Continue to cultivate that beautiful soul of yours. Continue to cultivate that intuitive, internal intuitive talent and characteristic and trait that is known about you and your zodiac sign. Yes, that 12th house of understanding and knowing and dream state and understanding the dream state and that childlike wonder of fantasy, all those good things. Continue to cultivate them. And let me tell you why. In dreams, we're constantly giving messages. They're messages that our conscious mind would not allow us to receive. So the brain has to get very creative and allow us to receive the messages. May them be from spirit guides, angels, ancestors, divine one, or even from our higher selves. It allows it a way of coming through our subconscious in our dreamlike state, in our fantasy state. So beautiful people, my Piscean brothers and sisters, explore this mysterious place that we've created in our minds and in our dreams. Don't neglect it. Don't deny it. What you do is you write it down. When you wake up, get in the habit. I tell people this all the time. Write it in your journal nearby, because it may not make sense to you right now, but it'll make sense to you later on when you have time to, I've had an aha moment, and that's what that meant. It can mean things in symbolic numbers and shapes and people who, sometimes I have dreams with celebrities, but they can represent someone who has those characteristics that I admire from another mentor, or just anything that could happen. Even past loved ones can come and speak to us in our dreamlike state that we couldn't receive the messages in our conscious state. So this is the time to invite and cultivate the mysterious side of our subconscious mind, and invite new intentions, new energy for whatever it is we want to bring forth in this wonderful month of March. Come through, let it expand. And let me tell you why it's so important to get a hold of all of this. Beautiful Piscean brothers and sisters, automatic negative thoughts. You are learning, you are learning to take charge of the thoughts you choose to give life to. So many times our mind can wander and create situations that don't even exist. And what happens? We have 50, self-sabotage. You may be creating pain for yourself by standing in your own way. So in the month of March, be aware that if these moments or if you find yourself having these situations where you can't understand why is this going this way or this way, understand you might be in the way by creating situations or circumstances that don't even exist. But because you let your mind wander so far off in something negative or negative thoughts, it could create total chaos. So you got to remember to reel it back in. What do? We substitute the negative thoughts with positive thoughts. We know what we don't want, or we identify what we don't want, so that we have room and clarity and understanding of what we do want. And so those are the things, when the negatives start trying to come in, you better exit out and get with the positive. No, I'm not going to even start creating that. Come on, come back. And if it means you got to start thinking about happy thoughts, flowers, trees, a new car, I don't know, whatever it is that comes to mind to bring you back into that state of elevated state and consciousness about your thoughts and what you're thinking and what you're creating. Help that along, get that together, keep that in that momentum going. Why? Because also, there is something going on here for March. There is something going on. 16, approval. Choose to approve of yourself, and others will too. These negative thoughts could be being fed from the facts of we're concerned about what other people think of us. That could be stemmed from way, way back in our childhood, in our teenage years, depending on your age. It can stem from household and parenting. But whatever it is, you have got to take the time out. Listen to me, my brothers and sisters, my Piscean brothers and sisters. Use this new moon energy to create a new narrative of self. If you're having a hard time understanding and if you didn't do the work, remember, like I said last week, weekly wisdom, if I was talking to you about doing the work, was all about introspection and knowing the root of some of our characteristics, why we are who we are, and our personalities. And a lot of them do stem from childhood, the root of situations, family dynamics. And so last week's advice was, or wisdom, and what Spirit said to share with the collective energy was, it's time to dig deep and get into a perception and perspective of introspection. What makes you tick? Why are you the way that you are? And these types of questions need to be answered to enable for us to get the liberation we are searching for, to get the freedom that we are looking for or yearn to have and are currently manifesting. Wherever stage you are at in your life, in order to know where we're going, we got to know where we just came from. Currently, we are in the present, but we have to acknowledge. I'm not saying live in the past, because that's not what we're about. We got to leave the past where it's at, but you got to look at it and acknowledge it, so that if there was something that wasn't fixed or was intended to, we can place that and put some attention to it now and put the intention of forgiving that, so that we can burn it up in a burning bowl ritual, or just write a letter and let it go. Start the ceremony to forgive and let it go and release it and surrender, so that we have more space to embrace this new energy we are involving in, with this new person and personality and wants and wishes and needs that we are cultivating in the now. That's where we're at. That's where we're at right now, to make for a better future. We use the knowledge of the past to cultivate a more understanding and compassionate present, so that we can have a more bountiful future come through. Yes, I hear you, Spirit. I hear you. So beautiful people, know that you got to approve of yourself. Work through whatever the shadow work you need to go through to reveal this wonderful approval of self. And once you approve of yourself, others will too. They will pick up on that energy. They will pick up on all of that good stuff. Come through. And you know what? I'm just going to say this too. Right now, right here. See, okay. So here, 77. This is the last one from these life coaching cards. 77, generosity. Generosity. Giving from, hold on, let me see if I can get you. Giving from your heart with no strings attached is what is needed now. Giving from your heart with no strings attached is what is needed now. Now, look, this generosity can go both ways. Right now, because of the warning or the awareness, because nothing's set in stone. Always remember that nothing is set in stone. Right now, that's the use of oracle and tarot. It's just about an awareness. And we have the power to change the dynamics at any time. Beautiful people, what you don't like, get ready and change it. You just got awareness. So knowing this, with this generosity card, please be generous with yourself first. Be generous, give from your heart, self-love, no strings attached. Give to yourself. And then when you are ready to test out the waters, to try to spread the love and the joy that you have learned intended for yourself, then spread that generosity to others. Let them feel your heart. Let them feel the energy and positive and compassionate energy that you've learned to express and spread. Share it with others. Share it with your family. Share it to the people nearby you as you cultivate this new energy that you're bringing in into March. Come through, but please give generously towards yourself first, because we're working on this. The negative thoughts, the self-sabotaging, the feeling of approval, so that we can be able to give love, generous love to ourselves and to others. Come through. And for our self-care cards, I love this. I love this. I'm going to talk about both of these at the same time. You have 19, deep breathing, and 31, look to the stars. So check this out. One of the things I used to love doing, I grew up in Chicago and also in Indiana. And one of the beautiful things that I did appreciate a lot of times was stargazing, and especially in the underneath the Indiana sky. Why? The skies would be so clear that I could see each and every twinkle of the stars. And I mean, that would in itself just bring so much joy into my heart to just go in the back, look up and look at those stars. It did. It was a calming effect for me. It was, and I never realized why it was such a thing for me. But now that I understand my connection to universe and astrology and horoscopes and just everything, the spiritual journey that I'm continuously on and learning from and growing from, I understand the connectedness. So my beautiful Piscean intuitive brothers and sisters, find the time. Find the time to go and look at the stars. See if it makes anything or any changes for you. If what you've been doing has not been working, it is time to do something else. So what do you have to lose? Nothing, nothing. Go out on a beautiful starry night and just go and glance and see what happens. Go see your moon or lack thereof, because there will be like a shadow over it since it is a new moon, but just go and see the stars. Get connected and just know that even though you probably can't see that dark moon, it is still there. Just because you can't see it visually does not mean it does not exist. Come through. So keep that in mind. And then also get into the habit of doing some nice deep breaths. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling through open mouth to calm the mind, the body, and the spirit. Yes. Know that you can place one hand on your heart space, one on your belly. Place both hands at your heart space. Place hands on your thighs. The options are plentiful on how you want to do it. Just get into a space of inhaling and exhaling to calm the mind, the body, and the spirit. Self-love for yourself. That can be your first technique for self-love. Just calming your mind, removing all of the negative thoughts and the self-sabotage. You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it. Come on. Yes. You don't need it. You don't want it. Come on. Now for your 2 Moonology cards, this is pretty cool. Check this out. Underneath the deck, your commitment is being tested. First quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested. So here we go. And this was your first card to be picked up. A win-win outcome is forecast. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. So beautiful Piscean brothers and sisters. Once again, if what you've been doing has not been working, when is it going to hurt? It's time to do something else. Your commitment is being tested. So if you're not looking for any of the self-sabotage and the negative concerns and the negative thinking and worrying about who's approving you or not or whatever, be generous to your heart and your soul. Look, take the time out. Your commitment is being tested for that new you. Are you ready for that new you? Are you ready for the new energy? Are you looking for some positive change in your life? Well, this is it. This is your awakening. This is your now time. If you was waiting for a sign, guess what? Here it is. Here I am. Here it is. Let's go. This is your month. Let's go. Have at it. For all the birthday wishes that's coming through and everything else. And you got a new moon in here. Come on now. Let's go. Let's start fresh and anew. And my beautiful Piscean brothers and sisters, that concludes your reading. It usually takes a little longer than most because we got an extra deck and it got real deep here, but that's all right. I love what I do. I do. And that's why I will continue to love and come back to the sucker every single time, ready to deliver whatever messages Spirit is telling me I need to deliver. And that's all right. The format might change a little bit or something might switch up, but I'm here to be of service. That is my purpose. That is my happiness. That is why I've learned to be at peace and be happy. And it's been feeding my spirit and my soul. So beautiful people, please find your purpose. Please find your happy life, your happy spot. And if you need help with any of that, by all means, holla at your girl. I do this, okay? And beautiful people, when you are ready for your own in-depth reading, because it can get deeper than this when we focus personally on you and not just the collective energy of Pisces, the personal energy of you. Let's get down and dig deep. Holla at your girl at the website, One Love and Light Center. All links will be at the bottom. And then beautiful people, I'm going to include the natal chart link, okay, into the links as well. So I want everyone to be clear about what your zodiac signs are in your natal chart. Remember, you are more than one zodiac sign. And so some of you might be Piscean and Aries, Pisces and Aries cuspers. And so just know that there may be a message for you. There is a message for you if you are a cusper. Okay, and then up next would be Aries, unless I decide to do another format or something different. I don't know. I've been thinking about some stuff, but I'll keep everyone abreast. But just like I said, know that that would be what's up next if we keep to the same format. Since we're in this new moon, I'm waiting to get creative and get some ideas flowing. Yes. Until next time, beautiful people, I want you to always remember to what? Shine your light. I am a firm believer that if everyone was to shine their light, and I mean brightly shine their light, honey, no one will be in darkness. And you never know who you may inspire. Your test right now could be your testimony that you tell to someone else and you inspire them. Seriously. All right. So beautiful people, remember, share that love, like, share, subscribe, appreciate all the love. Be on the lookout for those relationship coachings. See you there as we continue to grow this wonderful channel. Please share the message. Until next time, I love you and I need you to keep loving on yourself. You just got to approve of self, baby. That's it. And share that love. Come on. Share that love on you. Put it on you. All right now. Till next time, beautiful people. Mwah! Enjoy your new moon. Write down those new intentions. Get to writing down your dreams and every message in between. All right. Oh, I love when I rhyme. Till next time, beautiful people. Bye.